Okay, can see textbook?
Yes.
So you write index for today. New chapter, so we'll change to another book. But the two paper, I think you stick in another book already. What book you are using now? Let's see. Chapter 5, you're using which book?
A2.
A2. So this chapter 7, you use A3.
Yes.
Okay.
No need to skip for chapter 6, teacher.
Your modern maths finish chapter 6 or not? And finish chapter 6. Finish the trigo or not?
No, haven't.
Haven't. Okay, so I wait for your modern maths finish. Then I will come back to this chapter 6. But if I finish chapter 7 first, your modern maths trigo didn't finish yet, then I will continue my last chapter already. Then only I come back to chapter 6.
Okay.
Okay. So this is today index. Okay, so today is 29.
Teacher, I have a question. Teacher.
Yeah.
You know the
Is that?
20 marks depends on the PDPR.
Yeah. And
So
is it you all receive something in the telegram?
we heard from other teachers. So some giving assessments and all. So what about at maths?
Luckily you asked. Just now I want to say. Then I start my lesson. Then I forgot already. I want to say. We will give a test. So next week will be your first test in your test your first chapter. Okay. So it's like two weeks we'll give one test. So the second test will be on your second chapters and follow. So altogether we'll give 10. Okay, that one will be come out with your 10 marks. Then the other 10 right, your you know every time I ask question, you all got answer, and then your PPD you got do. That 10 marks will come from that. Actually,
Okay.
some sort like helping you all, you know.
Yeah.
So you please whatever you know to do, you do. Okay. So for next week, you got to prepare do revision on your chapter 1. Okay, I don't want to help you to do the revision, so you got to do by yourself.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So I continue. Okay, this one actually I think I have gone through with you. Okay, but we go through one more time. Okay, why we need these linear programming models? Okay, usually linear programming problems are related to distribution of resources which are limited. Okay, you see distribution of resources which are limited. Okay, example, okay, money, manpower, raw material, and so on. Okay, so in the best way possible as so as to minimize cost and or maximize profit. This is our purpose. Usually, the purpose is this only, these two only. Okay, it's either to minimize the cost, if not, then to maximize the profit. Okay, we want to earn more money, and then we want to cut down the cost. This is the purpose we're using this model to help us. Okay, so here you have to know what is the meaning of a decisions variable. Okay, decision variable means that variable, but here we put in we call it this decision variable. Okay, so usually it represent by x and y. Okay, then we also have to learn this. We call it objective functions. Means you will have a function. That function we call it objective function. Why you call it objective function? Because this function you have some objective to achieve. Okay, it's either to maximize or want to minimize it. Okay, so we call it objective functions. Okay, and then also we have some constraint. Okay, this constraint usually we will write it in either equal, okay, smaller, smaller and equal to, bigger, okay, bigger and equal to, okay, by using this symbol. Okay, it's either in equation or the linear inequality, but usually it's a linear inequality. Okay, so all these constraints, okay, will be written in the terms of a decision variable, which is in x and y. Okay. Okay, and then this one, I will not go through with you. Okay, there are 4 methods. So here we are using the graphical methods. Okay, the rest, if you are interested, you can go through by yourself. Okay. Okay, and then this one you see, this one you have learned actually in your model maths syllabus. Okay, so you see how got no equal sign, then this is dotted line, and then y smaller than 4, so it's a below, you shape below the line. Okay, then for this example, okay, got equal sign, so it's a solid line. Okay, and then x is a bigger and equal to 2, so you shape on the right. Okay, this one I think you all got no problem already. Okay, now we look at this. Okay, this is actually the constraint. Okay, they call it mathematical model. Okay, so you write out the constraint. Okay, by using mostly the linear inequality. Okay, so you remember this one, the notes I gave you. Okay, I want you to print out and stick in your exercise book. Okay, so we refer to this list. Okay, see whether you can write out the constraint or not. Okay, or the mathematical model or not. Where's this? No, this one. Okay, this one. Okay, we start with the A. Okay, maybe I can let you try. I think this one you can do it. Okay, critical here.
Yeah.
Okay, you try first. If really cannot, then I hint you or I help you a little bit. Okay, look at A. The rest also you can do. Okay, but let her try first. You know, she cannot get the mark, then she will cry.
Wait. Is it like 5x plus 7y more than 400 like that?
Yeah. Okay. Now before that, you have to tell me what is the x and what is the y. You're going to fix here. Wait, do I have this file? Okay, I have this file. Okay, then I can write. Come critical. Here.
X is nasi lemak.
You don't say nasi lemak. Should be what? The number of.
The number of nasi lemak, what is it?
The number of package.
Package. Okay.
Okay, of nasi lemak.
Must write fully like this.
If this one actually is to help you, you know. Okay, this one no mark one for us. We don't see into it, but you got to very clear what is the X. X is nasi lemak. What's the meaning? It's the price of nasi lemak. It's the package. You got to know. You don't get it mistake, when you do at the end you write the answer, X is RM. Then is it wrong already? Okay, X is the number of package. Okay, so Y is the same, the number of package of what?
Chicken rice.
Okay, chicken rice. Okay, now try.
5x plus 7y more than sign.
More than sign.
More with another dash below.
Another dash.
Yeah,
You
the
mean
one.
this?
Yeah, 400.
400.
Correct.
Okay, may I ask you why you have an equal sign?
Oh, they didn't say at least more than. Okay. More only more.
Okay,
Earn
more
more.
than.
Yeah, okay, only more.
Okay, more than.
Yes.
Okay, more
Yes.
than got no equal sign. So if you need to draw the line, this one is a dotted line. If you draw
Yeah.
solid line, means you get full marks.
You got at
So
least more than like that.
So I go back to my notes. More than. Okay, more than mana? More than. Tak ada more than here. Okay, here got not more than. Okay, more than. No equal sign. Okay, but this one is not that common. Okay, so here, okay, we go to the second one. The common one actually I list out up here. This one is the more common one. This 6. Okay, this one is not that common, but it can become out also lah. Or this. Okay, I go to the second questions. Okay, next is Suping.
X plus y less than or equal to 50.
Wait. Wait. X plus y. What sign?
Less than or equal to 50.
Okay, let me check. Okay, what is X? What is X? Suping.
X is the number of Form 4 students.
Okay, the number of Form 4 student. Okay, so Y will be the number of Form 5 students. Okay, want to send X Form 4 and a 5, Y Form 5 student. Okay, to join a camp. The maximum. Okay, maximum means you cannot more than that. You must less than that. But can you send exactly 50 leh? Can. Okay, therefore you have an equal sign. Okay, so now we come back to my notes. Maximum. Okay, do we have a maximum here? Maximum, you see? Okay, smaller than or equal to. Okay, so if you have a list, this list, or you understand the language, actually, I think there's no problem for you to put the sign. Okay, so next girl, Lydia. Lydia can on the mic.
Yes.
Okay, come, you do see.
Mm,
You want to tell me X and the Y first? What is X and what is Y?
X is component A.
Is the price or is the number of unit of component A? Which one?
Number of unit.
Okay, so it's the number of unit.
Component
A lah, component A. So Y will be the number of unit of component
B.
B. Okay. Okay, on a certain day, the factory produces X unit A and Y unit B. Okay, the total number at most, what's the meaning of this? At most.
X plus Y smaller equals to 80.
At most, the minimum is the maximum that you can get. Okay, same meaning as the maximum. So you see, same sign. Okay, smaller and equal. Let us check the notes. Okay, at most and the maximum. Okay, is the same sign. Okay, so here I put a summary of these 6. Okay, you have smaller and equal. These 3 means these 3 have the same meaning: maximum, at most, and not more than. Okay, when you see these 3, okay, same meaning. Okay, smaller and equal to. Okay, and then these 3 have the same meaning: minimum, at least, and not less than. Okay, which is a bigger and equal to. And this is how, if you want to do it fast, you don't want to, some are very good in language. Once they see, they will know what sign to use one, but not for me lah. Okay, so I will need this to help me. Okay, so it's depend on you. If you need this, okay, then you maybe can some sort like say memorize it. Okay, if you don't need this, then it's by your own. Okay, so Lydia, you will get 1 mark. Okay, so I have finished this activity. This activity only got 3. Okay, 3 constraints here. Okay, I come back to the textbook. Okay, I think I got some more. Hey, yeah. This one I have mentioned. This one. Okay, the region which satisfies the inequality of this is below the straight line. Okay, of this. Is this a statement true? Okay, discuss. Okay, you see smaller than. The sign is smaller than. So it should be below the straight line. Okay, but is it true? Come, the next girl. Shahira. Shahira got mic, right?
Yes, teacher.
Good. Okay. Can you answer this question? Is this statement true?
False.
Yes. So when you check the region is
Papa, I
below
know
the
what my
line.
friend say. She say the guy one day nice, one day cranky one.
Lydia,
I don't like guys
ID.
because the guys their mood swing is worse than girls.
That,
Yes.
Shahira.
No,
Who
guys
is
is worse, especially than this. That time I go guy one he scold me, Then I was
who
like,
on?
Lydia.
Lydia, off your mic. What guy? Ayo, my goodness. Somehow I record down.
Tangkap. Lydia.
Lydia got caught. Okay.
Lydia, don't cry, don't cry. Who is talking, man? No, you are talking. Never mind, okay? Forget about it, forget about it. Okay, Shahira, you come back. Can you
Yes.
answer the question? I thought it's Shahira talking, I thought Shahira talking about the guys and the what, I don't know. Okay, come back this. So we learn a lesson after you on the mic, remember to off your mic. Okay, come. This one?
False, teacher.
It's true. Sorry?
False.
Okay, it's false. Okay, can you tell me why? Why you say it's false?
Because the negative 15, the y is negative.
Okay, because the coefficient for the y that fall on the left-hand side, okay? If the coefficient for the y is on the right-hand side and it's negative, it's okay, you have to tell is at which side. Okay, this is at the left-hand side, and then some more the coefficient is negative. Okay, so got two conditions, left hand side, and then coefficients of a y is negative. With these two, therefore, you cannot shade at the bottom of the line. You got to shade above the line. Okay, for the smaller than. Okay, okay, now. I think you're the same. My two children also the same. When the teacher asked them the question, really, they were very happy. They don't listen to teacher anymore. They will run the whole house, say, oh, okay, I have answered the question. Like after you answer the question, you don't need to listen to the teacher anymore. Is it like that? Lydia is like that just now. Sorry, Lydia. Okay, never mind. Okay, next. Vision. Answer the question, then you are free. This one, no need. I will do because of the answer is here. Sorry. Okay, so you see, this one, the perimeter of a rectangular photo frame must not be more than. Okay, if more than is this sign, must not. Okay, terbalik, so it will be this sign, okay, it will become this smaller than. Okay, 180. So the perimeter, okay, you see the length is y and then the width is x. So the perimeter is 2 times y, okay, and then plus 2 times x. Okay, so 2y and 2x. So 2x plus 2y, smaller than 180. Okay, so this is for A. Okay, now we go to B. Okay, the total sales is at least, we come back to the list. At least, okay, at least is same as a minimum. So you put a more, bigger than or equal to, okay, bigger than or equal to. Okay, so what do they want? Okay, spinach, okay, mustard leaf, okay, selling price of 1 kg of spinach, okay, is 3 ringgit 50 cents. So 1 kg of mustard leaf is 4 ringgit 50 cents. Okay, total sales. So you got to set what is the X. Okay, X should be the number of kg. Okay, so X is the number of kg of spinach, then Y is the number of kg of the mustard leaf. Okay, then 3.5, because 1 kg is 3 ringgit 50 cents. So 3.5 times the X, okay, plus 4.5 times the Y. Okay, then at least, okay, so bigger or equal to 350. Okay, so remember your equation or your inequality don't want the unit. So example, this one in cm, this one in rm. Don't want the unit, no unit in your equation or your inequality. Okay, the unit at the end is how to say, it's like disturb you, sometimes you will read the unit as the I don't know, maybe is the variable, the cn can be c times n. So at the end, everything wrong. So don't want the unit. Okay, but you got to make sure all the unit are the same unit. If here got different units, then you got to change them become the same unit, only write out the equation or the inequality. Like example, okay, here maybe they don't give you the 3 ringgit 55. Okay, they don't put rm, maybe they put in cent. That is that kind of questions. So you got to be careful. Okay, the unit must be the same, but at the end, don't write out the unit. Okay, so this is example 1. Okay, so I hope by then you will know how to write out the constraint already, because writing out the constraint will be the first 3 marks. If for this kind of questions, I told you maybe no, okay, these questions it will come out in if all syllabus, I think your syllabus the same thing, in paper 2 section C. Okay, 4 questions, you can choose 2 questions, that type of questions. Means you remember your Form 4 last 2 topic. Now I come to your Form 5 last 2 topic, so the same thing. Okay, Form 4 last 2 topic and Form 5 last 2 topic, altogether 4 topics. Okay, each topic 1 questions, 4 in your section C, paper 2. So 4, you choose 2. This is why some of the students, they will, straight away ignore the other 2 chapters. Okay, so now actually you can start to choose already. Okay, but always I will advise a student better to have 3 rather than 2 topics. It's because sometimes KBAT questions fall on that topic that you want to choose. Then better you don't do that question. So if you cannot understand what is the meaning of the questions. Okay, so if you prepare for 3 topics means you still have 2 more topics to choose from. Okay, if you only prepare tepat ngam 2 topics only, then difficult already lor. You will lose mark lor. Okay, 1 question is 10 marks. Okay, big questions. So for this topic, okay, the first 3 marks usually they will give for you write out 3 constraints. You see, very easy. If you are able to write out the constraint, you are getting the 3 marks already. Okay, before you draw the graph, before you shape the region, before you build the the objective function, and then before you answer the questions, you will already get 3 marks. Okay, so actually this topic for those can do this topic, I will advise to do this topic. Okay, okay, now we look at this example 2. Okay, so I want to ask, because you will need graph paper. Do you all have graph paper at home? Now stationery shop still closed. Do you have graph paper at home? And anyone got no graph paper at home? Okay, let me know. Personal WhatsApp me. Okay, I will give you the soft copy. I hope you got printer. You got no printer, then difficult a little bit. With the soft copy of the graph paper, you print out and then use as graph paper. And then for those running out graph paper, you still have a 1-2 pages only. You don't use all your graph paper. Okay, keep the 1-2 copy and then photostat. I hope your printer can use as a photostat machine. Okay, photostat, then use. Okay, because I'm not sure how many pieces you need, but I can say is 1 question you need 1 page long. Okay, 1 piece. Okay, I come back to the textbook. Okay, present the following inequalities graphically. Okay, so you see, means they didn't give you the line. Okay, so you must be able to draw the line. Okay, previous lesson we got touched a bit actually. Okay, but now I will teach again. Never mind. Okay, so this one actually you got to draw equals to -4. You got to draw this line. Okay, then here it got equal sign. When you draw the line, you remember it's solid line. Here got no equal sign. When you draw the line, remember dotted line. Okay, so how to draw this line? Okay, if how to say, the question give you the domain, then you follow the domain, the first point and the last point. Okay, if the question didn't give you domain, there are 2 ways of doing it. You can no, if the question didn't give you domain, I will suggest you do for the y-intercept and the x-intercept. Okay, you get the y and the x-intercept. Okay, you draw a small table. Okay, x and the y-intercept. Okay, for x is 0 means you are getting the y-intercept. Okay, you substitute here, x is 0. Okay, when x is 0, so -2y is equal to -4. Okay, so y is equal to 2. You fill out here. Okay, this is a 1 point, which is your y-intercept. Okay, second point, you let your y is 0. So here is 0. So x is equal to -4. Okay, so this is your x-intercept. So you mark here, -4, x-intercept. You mark here, 2, y-intercept, and then just join. Okay, so it's quite easy. Okay, next. Okay, you got to shape, because they ask you to present the following inequality. Mean you got to shape the region. Okay, so be careful, because y is on the left hand side again. Same like just now that question I asked Shahira. Okay, and then coefficient of the y is negative. Okay, so although this is bigger than, but you got to shade below the line. So you shade below the line. Okay, when you shade, please don't want color. You just use your pencil. Okay, drawing or use pencil, don't want use pen, okay. Then when you shade, you just use your pencil. Assume this is my pencil, just draw line. Use ruler lah, please. Okay, ruler, draw line, draw line, draw line, draw line. Okay, so shade by this way. Okay, so we go to B, okay, B the same thing, okay, this is what you're going to draw the straight line. Okay, remember dotted. Okay, if you sketch at the end you forgot, you put a star and write to yourself, this is dotted line. Okay, don't draw it solid line. We don't want to lost mark because of this all small, the small tiny thing we don't want. So whatever you want to put a remark to yourself, write it out, okay, so that you will aware of it. Okay, so do the same thing, x and y. Okay, 0 0. So for x is 0, so y 5y is 25, so the y is 5. Okay, so this is a y-intercept. Okay, the other one for x is for y is 0, so negative 5x is 25, so x is negative 5. So this is the x-intercept. So you mark here negative 5 x-intercept, and the y-intercept you mark here 5, and then dotted line. Okay, now shade the region above or below. Okay, so you see the y is on the right left hand side, and then the y is positive coefficients, so follow the sign. Okay, smaller than, below the line, so shade below the line. Okay, so this is example 2. Okay, if you are able to draw the line, okay, and then a few inequality, you can get the correct region. Same like that day, you remember we label 1 until 7. Okay, you can get the correct region, then you are getting, I think just now 3 marks, here maybe another 3 marks. You are getting 6 marks out of 10 marks already. Okay, now we look at this example 3. Okay. Okay, Mr. Andy plans to build 2 types of houses. Okay, it's a developer, we call it. Okay, so type A and type B on a plot of a land measuring 10,000 meters square. Okay, after making a survey, he found out that 1 unit of house required 100 meters square of land. Okay, and then 1 unit of house B required 75 meters square. Okay, Mr. Andy has a limited land. Okay, so that the number of houses to be built is at least 200. Okay, so at least here, and then here you have the constraint on the land also. Okay, so identify the constraints in the problem. Okay, so for the part A, you write out the constraint in words. Okay, so this, you can say the land area, okay, is this 10,000 meters square. This is the first constraint. The second constraint is the number of houses to be built is at least 200. Okay, this is second constraint. Okay, but before that, you got to write what is the x and what is the y law. Okay, the x is represent the number of houses of a type A house. Okay, and then the y is represent the number of houses for type B. Okay, B, write a mathematical model to represent the problem. This one, write out the constraint, okay, in inequality. Okay, so this is what we did just now. Okay, so you cannot more than 10,000 because your land is only 10,000. Okay, so it's smaller than or equal to, can be exactly equal. Okay, so we have an equal sign here. Okay, so for the type A, okay, which is the x, you got to times with 100 because one house for the type A house, you need 100 meters square of land. then plus with 75 times with y. Why? Because the same thing. Okay, one house of the type B house, you need a 75 meters square. Okay, so this is the first inequality you have. Okay, second inequality, at least. Okay, at least is, let me check. What is the meaning of at least? Okay, at least is minimum, so more than or equal to. Okay, more than or equal to. Okay, more than or equal to. Okay, at least 200. Okay, so what is at least 200? Okay, the number of houses. So just x plus y. Okay, because x is the number of houses for type A, y is the number of houses of type B. Just add them up, their total. Okay, must be at least 200. Okay, so done. Okay, now C. Draw a graph to represent the mathematical model of terms in B. So for this, you draw it separately. Okay, you want to draw it combined also can. But for the SPM type of question, we'll draw it combined. Okay, but for this, because the example show in this way, I give allowance to you. You want to draw it separately, you want to draw it combined, never mind. Okay, so you follow the step just now. Okay, get the x and the y intersect, same for both. Okay, and then draw the line and then shade the correct region. Okay, so this one I don't want to repeat the idea. Okay, okay, then I still have like 15 minutes. I want to see whether I can do this or not. Maybe a bit rush. Okay, so maybe I just stop here. Okay, so I will use one more lesson to finish. Actually, this topic is very short. One more lesson, I can finish this topic already. Okay, so today homework will be this one only. Okay, do 1, 2, 3. Let me check. Right. 4 no need do. Okay, today you just do number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. Okay, before I end my lesson, maybe I still can ask you all a few more questions. Okay, let us see this too. Okay. So you help me to get the x and the y intersect. Yeah. Okay, region. Do you have my region? Okay, x is 0. You get for me y intersect. Region ada ke? Region tak ada. (400/3). Okay, let me check. Okay, you put the x as 0, so 75y is 10,000. Okay, so y is 10,000 over 75. Okay, simplify. Calculator. Okay, 400/3, correct. Okay, if you put 400/3, it's quite difficult for you to get here. It's better for you to put in a decimal. So it's 133.33. Okay, so it's easier for you to plot. Okay, if you put like this, quite difficult for you to plot. Okay, so it's a 133.33. Okay, next go. Help me with the what is this? X-intercept. Ravania, help me with the X-intercept. $100. Okay, look at the diagram is 100. Okay, but let us check and see. This is Y. Okay, so 10,000 divided by 100. Okay, 100 correct. Okay, so this is for the first graph. Okay, so this is Y is at the left hand side and then it's positive, so smaller than is below the graph. Okay, correct. Okay, this one is easy. Okay, when x is 0, y is 200. When y is 0, x is 200. So mark at here 200, mark at here 200. Okay, get the line. Okay, this one is quite easy. Any more thing that I can test on you? Okay, I think no more lah. Okay, that's all for today lah. I stop earlier lah.